Here's how you can make an extra $20,000 a month renting out linens.
That can make you $20,000 extra a month.
Do you need a new business idea?
I know I do.
How long have you been here?
Anyways,
Stay tuned as we discuss how you can start a rental business and make $20,000 or more a month. So to start a linen renting business, you have to know to break down the cost. For us, it's pretty simple because we basically measure all this stuff right here. All you need to do is set up a website, put all your linens and stuff on there, find your suppliers, find the time frame that it takes for them to deliver, and then wait for your orders to come through. And then maybe, I guess one thing you might have to do is buy iron if you don't have.
We interrupt our program to bring you this important message.
Some of the basic items you'll need are irons so that your linens aren't going out wrinkled. You'll need hangers to hang your linens. You'll need clothing racks so that you're able to hang those hangers onto something. And lastly, you'll need these plastic bags. What these plastic bags will do is they'll protect your linens from getting dirty, dusty, or just have any debris on them since you're transporting them throughout the warehouse.
A general linen costs about from $8 to about $10 or something like that, maybe up to $14, depending on which linen it is. It costs us between 10 minutes to 15 minutes to wash. So you're looking at $3.75 or you're looking at $3. So it just depends on what linen it is to actually get it, not washed, but to get it ironed. Also, we have washing. We wash about 5-6 linens at a time. So you spread the cost across that right there. So you're looking at basically about like $3 to $2 for each linen to be washed. You can basically start for each linen profit-wise. Anything you make over $15 to $17, $18 is profit. We rent our lowest linen out for $30. I think our highest one is about $39. So you can see the cost range from there. So Eddie, what linens would you start with?
If we're going for 6 foot, I'd get the 60 by 120, 60 by 126, 8 foot tables, 90 by 132. For round tables being 48 inch rounds, 60 inch rounds, I'd get like a 108, and the cocktail table as well. You can use a 108 as well.
You said 90 by 132.
That's for 8 foot.
That was 6 foot.
That's for 6 foot too. My main thing is if you're going to barely start off, I would want it not to touch the ground because then you're more likely to get stains that won't come off because there's going to be like mud and stuff like that. That's the reason why I'm starting off with these because they're more simpler. Yeah, you can go to 90 by 152 or 90 by 156 or the 120s or even the 130, I think 36 or 32. But those are going to touch the ground, leaving stains, and then you're going to be more, less likely to want to do linens because you're like, these stains don't get off. So I'm just giving you the stuff that it looks good, but it's not like where it's like a 90 on a 60 inch round where it's barely having any kind of drop on it.
Basically, that would cover both ranges of your actual tables, right?
Yeah.
And then also too, because you're right, because the 90 by 150, that's 156 will puddle at the ground if it's not set up exactly right. And you have to be used to it. And the 132 by 6 foot will still get to the edge, but it won't puddle on the ground.
Exactly.
So I like that. What's the process we have? Like, I don't even know what we do.
You don't know?
I don't know. I just show up and the linen's there. And then so all I do is sell it. And then next thing I notice is at the customer's place.
Yeah. So basically what happens is if we get it in, it's the most easiest process. Brand new. You just iron out the lines, put it on a hanger. We put a plastic cover over it, tie off the knot at the bottom, then go ahead and tag it with the size and then put it on the rack. Otherwise, if it's coming back from the customer's house, what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and spot treat it. We're going to open it up and then spray any kind of a treatment that we need to on the actual stains if it has any. And then we're going to let it sit there for a little while. And then once we do that, we're going to go ahead and go straight into the wash. Once it's washed, we're going to go ahead and go straight to the dryer. Once we hear the dryer ring and go off, we're going to pull it straight out while it's still nice and warm. It makes the ironing process a lot easier too. There's more malleable. And then once that's done, we're gonna go ahead and fold it a minimum amount of folds as possible. That way you don't put new creases on it. And then we're going to put on the hanger, plastic, put the sticker on it, and let everybody know what size and what color it is, and off to the customers.
Okay, so a couple questions. What laundry detergent do we use?
Laundry detergent, I don't know if it's like a brand per se because we get like big gallons. We have a chemical factory that we buy directly from for very cheap.
Wait.
Oh,
We supposed to tell them that?
well, that's the secret. That's in the ultimate checklist.
Oh, you mean that Kimmery type? Oh, I think to my other Kimmery image factory.
Oh, no.
I think it's the Breaking Bad type stuff.
No, nothing like that.
You're not supposed to say that on here.
No. We have a chemical factory that we just buy it directly because they sell it like in the bulk, and it's really, I think it's like maybe $15 for like 5 gallons of liquid.
Yeah. So like, what do we use for stain removal?
Stain removal, we shout. It works very well with what we need. If not, we also have
Some soap I seen one time.
I think Oxy.
Oxy.
Yeah, we use Oxy. And then one thing that we do for the whites, we actually use
Powdered one.
Is that what it's called? Powder? Okay. Yeah, we use a powder detergent because it doesn't like stain. I don't know why, but like the other ones are blue and it stains them very easily. It does very well. And then Oxy as well to keep the whites bright. And then same thing with bleach. We'll throw that in there too. Just like kind of, if we have like a stain that it's really hard to get off, we'll go ahead and put the bleach on there and let it do its thing. But we won't keep it there too long because what will happen is it'll start to yellow a little bit.
Where do we get the hangers and the plastic wrap?
The hangers and the plastic wrap, we used to get it from Uline, but I found a local vendor that was like half the price. But, you know, out of convenience, if you want to, you can just get it straight from Uline. Otherwise, try to find a local vendor. They'll generally be cheaper.
What about the labels? Where we get that from?
The labels, they're all done in-house.
Dang, big time.
We're little machine prints it all.
Okay, so what's the pros and cons versus, I would say the pros, because I only see the top part, is that you just add one more stuff on there and you can make a lot more money from doing it. It's a great add-on.
Yeah, for sure. I think the pros is like you said, it's a great add-on. Me personally, I love linens because they're just readily there and ready to go. Because sometimes when customers order like a table or something like that, they may not be accustomed to actual rental items. So one thing that we know, being in the industry, that there's going to be scrapes. These things maybe be like 2, 3, 4, 5 years old. And, you know, some people might be like, oh, wow, this thing's dirty. It's not that it's dirty. It's just it has some wear. But that's why we offer linens to kind of combat that. Because once you put a linen over it now, this looks luxury. It looks beautiful. If you have everything bare, you know, some people don't like that. But in their mind, they have, you know, the image of something very nice. And that's what the linen brings out, is just a beautiful event.
Yeah. So this is an age-old debate that me and Eddie used to have too for a long time. And you know where I'm going with this right here.
Yes, I do.
Do you iron or not iron the linens? And then how much issues you have? So I'm going to give you my side. At least it was my side. Not my side now, because now I don't have no issues. So I'll leave it at that. And we charge more.
Well, then it basically answers the question.
Yeah. Do you? But a lot of you guys out there do not iron the linens.
Says who?
There's a lot of people out there that don't iron the linens. If you iron the linens, you can like charge like twice as much. And it won't add twice as much time or cost to you to actually get it
You know
done.
what? This should be actually the actual, do you fold the linens or do you put it on a hanger in plastic?
I guess that'd be more.
That was the debate.
That's on my debate between you.
No, I'm just saying, because you were like, just fold it and throw it in there. People were happy. I'm like, no, they're not.
If I say about it again, 95% of people never said anything. Now, there was 5% because Eddie don't like hearing nothing. So he'll hit the 5% and he'll make it seem like everybody said, every single person on here said they hated the linens. Like that was one person out of 20.
That doesn't matter.
Yeah.
I'm in charge of operations, so if I see a problem and a remedy that will fix all of it, then I'm going to go with that one. But now we don't have any complaints and we just get more profit now.
We know the problem I had a problem with doing it with?
Yeah.
Because I didn't want to be ironing no linens.
Well, you're not ironing anything anyway.
Yeah, but I didn't, at the time, we didn't know what was going to be happening. At that time, I would probably be in there with you. Because you know what happened? You'd have walked in there, then I would have to walk in there.
Thank you, God, for Peter. He was a real one.
He's a real one. Shout out to Peter if you're out there. If you see a Peter, not wait. Peter the person. Stop playing around. Peter the person. So if the Peter is out there, I want to say thank you. You know, you really helped our business out and you made it through, because in no way I would have done that. Man, you know what con I really hate?
What's that?
Man, I don't know.
Yeah, don't worry. I got one for you.
Which was the one?
Mildew. One thing with linens is they're very sensitive with moisture. Yeah, mildew will just start growing on it. So one thing that we used to do in the past is we used to put stuff just in black trash bags, or clients would. I don't think you know this. And then and for most places everywhere it rains, and customers don't have the knowledge that we have, that we know that linen versus with rain, water on it, in a black bag for
with food in it,
with food or for X amount of time is going to equal mildew, and mildew is like a linen's worst nightmare. So to combat that, what we've done is we've put like mesh bags so that we can breathe. Not that it's saying that it's going to eliminate the problem 100%, but what it does is it does not create like a really damp environment. It lets it like kind of dry out for the most part, and then basically it's like a time clock. We try to get there as fast as we can. That way nothing happens for this mildew. But Once mildew does set in, you should probably be the linen rescuer. It should be your nickname, because you've rescued many linens that we've deemed that, oh, this thing needs to go bye-bye, and you're like, hold on, let me see. Oh, no, it just needs a little love and care. And you do whatever you would do with it, and then you're like, see, it was just fine. So why don't you give the steps that you give to kind of get the mildew out of white linens, per se?
I like to make concoctions. I like putting stuff together that probably shouldn't be together, like Windex and bleach. So like, I would do that as a kid. I didn't know that was a bad thing. Like, you make mustard gas.
And you're like, Mom, I'm sleepy.
Like, I don't feel so good. My tummy hurts. So I think when I brought it home, the first thing I did was I soaked it in water. Because I read on that. Soaked it in water. Then I put on the mildew, I put vinegar on it after I took it out of the water. And then I put it back in bleach in water for a while. And then after that, pretty much like if you like do this with the thing, that's what Ruby's mom was saying. My
like
sway girl.
splash right into the water, like
just
that?
like
or with the washboard. So I'm trying to understand. Is it a washboard?
Well,
You're like going there?
Yeah, I was trying to understand.
No,
too.
I'm not like dipping into the water and pulling it out.
And that does something?
Well, I don't know. The thing went away every single time. So
Magic, huh?
I don't know.
So you didn't use a washboard for that?
No. I would not. You're not supposed to scrub it because she said do not scrub it because you're gonna rub it in.
Oh, you push it into the fabric.
I'm like so it's basically
So
like
the mildew's actually sitting on top.
yeah, and so like you're trying to get like the water to come through and stuff like that. And so not I don't. It's not exactly like that. It's like the thing's kind of tilted and you're doing this right here. And so so you put it in there and you put it in the spot. So you kind of wet it, take it out, 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 and then you let it sit. But then at the end of that, generally when I finish that, all the mildew was already gone. Then I just throw it in the washing machine, put it in there. Now it's kind of the process. Nice. But you have to wash the bleach off though too, because if you don't wash the bleach off, then you'll come back and like,
falling apart.
Hey. My hand's not supposed to be through here.
And do they use the good bleach, the one that the pool companies use, like?
No, I would just the chlorine,
The chlorine one.
the chlorine, even bleach is chlorine.
Like, man, everything's getting killed on that.
No, I was using regular house bleach, and then like obviously I didn't have as many linens, so I got to take a little more time. But like I didn't crazy. Mostly was just prepping it beforehand, and then like this is after we already washed it, scrubbed it, all that stuff, and was told that it's not going to get out and everything like that. But I don't know. I don't like challenges, and so like maybe that's a good way to get me to wash something.
Well, we got a whole bunch of challenges.
Yeah, I'm good with challenges. I'm good. They can have that one. I know I can do it. Doesn't mean that you should do it. You're only supposed to be fixing linens when like if they're falling apart or if like you just didn't get there in time. Not so much if they came back and they ink them. Like there's nothing you should be doing with ink. But then like inside the thing, I would mix vinegar, bleach, baking soda, just throwing stuff in there.
That sounds like you're trying to make some drugs.
And I have a little mason jar in the pot just so I don't get it too hot, get it evenly temperature. Just right there. And then when I get it out, it's all hard. And then it's good when you hit it and the crack. It can't be soft though. You don't want that soft stuff.
That's supposed to hop like a bunny.
Yeah. it gotta crack. You gotta be able to crack. That's why they call it that. Because the first person we met who just did linens, first of all, a lot of people just do linens. Everybody who works at a hotel company, they're using a linen renting company to do it and everything.
Yeah.
First time we found a person, we needed to rent some stashes. Those were the most expensive stashes that we ever rented.
Stashes?
No, stashes.
Stashes?
Stashes.
That's a thing?
Yes.
What is that?
It's not.
It's a stash.
It's a sash.
I was just going with your stash.
Yeah. So the most expensive thing we ever rented was a sash. It was a navy blue sash, a royal blue sash.
It was really nice.
It was from the one lady, the silk sash.
McKinney.
Yeah. And that thing was so expensive. That's the first person, and all she does is rent linens. So if you're doing a linen renting business, the great thing about that is that you don't have to do chairs. You can partner with someone who does chairs, and you can just upsell their client, and you can sell your own stuff, and then work with multiple different rental companies. So it's a whole different world, a whole different perspective. You're not really trying to get individual customers. You're just trying to get more rental companies to work with you and take over the linens for them.
There's plenty of opportunities. You just go straight to sales, where you can also rent. You can partner up with plenty of businesses. I mean, there's restaurants all the time that like you said, that they're outsourcing all their linens. They're not in the business to be providing linens or ironing them or anything like that. So it's very lucrative. I mean, you just need to get your foot out there and start contacting people.
Yeah, and it really matters on what type of linens you get. If you get that cheap stuff off Amazon, it might not. I mean, I don't know. Amazon's weird because you can buy one good thing, then you can buy the same product and it's bad.
Yeah,
you know what
I'm talking about. The one you can see through. You're like, man, this thing's so thin.
Yeah. Or you get that heavy one that like doesn't fold. It's like a piece of paper the whole time you're holding it up in the air. It's like, this thing got too much starch in it. And it's like, what is this made out of? It's made out of rope. But thank you guys so much for watching. I'm Xavier Kelly.
I'm Eddie Sauceda.
We are the Rental Boys, and we'll see you in the next one after you see Tina.
If you like this video or any of the videos that we've done in the past, please check out this playlist and we'll have more videos there for you.